Success does indeed leave clues, and one of the best ways that you can learn is through a case study. So what do you say in this video we do that today? I have a mentee, and he's following the steps, and he knows that he needs 5 LOIs to have his first board meeting. But he didn't do that. He ended up having 15 LOIs to do his first board meeting, and he did that today. So I wanted to pass along some of his observations on why that was successful. First, what he said was, I'm just consistent. He said, I work this from 9 a.m. in the morning till 7 at night, 7 days a week. So he got in that rhythm and actually did the work. The other one was a really interesting one. When he was putting together his accounting firms, he had, I think, 5 prospects. The first 3 said no. After a little bit longer, the 4th one said no. And then he had the 5th one. And he thought it to himself, wow, I've only got 1 more. Boy, I really need this to happen. What am I going to do if it doesn't happen? And he said at that point that he decided that's not going to happen again. I'm going to always go above and beyond what I need to do. And so it came to professionals, banks, acquisition targets, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. He said, I'm going to have more options than less and not put myself in that position. Again, great lesson to take to heart and act upon. So how did he get to 15 LOIs? He's in a medical profession. Most of the time, phone calls, very tough to get through to those people. They're with patients. So he ended up using primarily letters. So I said to him when he told me about his upcoming board meeting and the 15 LOIs, do you know your numbers? He said, yep, I know my numbers. So how many letters? 3,000 letters. He ended up with 150 discussions with owners. That's a pretty good percentage from letters. And then out of those 150, he ended up getting 15 LOIs, or 10% of the people he spoke to, which is also not bad as well. So this has been a little less than a year for him. He's certainly worked it. Out of that board meeting, I don't think all 15 will come out, but probably 7 and minimally or to 10 will come back out of that. And I'm confident he will have closed deals as a result of that. And that'll change his life. That'll change his life. People say, why do you do this, Bruce? This is a pretty good example of why I do it. Some troubles he had along the way, some things that worked, some things that didn't work. He appears to me to be a good delegator. He used virtual assistants and actual assistants that are in his geographic area, so he does both of those things, and all of that has helped him get to where he is. So take those lessons to heart. Consistency, knowing what works, knowing what doesn't work, working the plan, and having more choices and more options than you think you need. If you have one deal, one choice, one bank, you'll act like you do. But success does, in fact, leave clues, and I'm glad that that's worked out. 15 LOIs is a great position to be in going into a board meeting. So if you are getting my emails, great. If not, go over to brucewhipple.com and grab the free class. That'll put you on the mailing list. I do 3 emails a week with actionable tips. And then we have recently launched on TikTok. So if you go over to TikTok, Bruce Whipple Official, and give a like or follow, that would be much appreciated. But be consistent, set your hours, work the plan, and it's surprising to me how often these things can come together when somebody's really serious about it. So, well, you'll run into hardships, you'll have problems, but in the end, this is going to be well worth it for him.